The Valdrosian Empire's historical archives updated automatically at 600 hours Galactic Standard Time. In systems spanning 47 star clusters, the entry flashed across countless data screens. Homo sapiens. Status, extinct. Threat level nullified. Recommended action. Monument placement. High Archon Thelmaya read the notification with satisfaction. 300 years had passed since the Purge fleet had glassed Earth. The barbaric species that had dared resist the Empire's benevolent integration was finally, officially, erased from existence. The last human colony had fallen silent decades ago. The galaxy was safer now. She poured herself a cup of Jelva, savoring the moment of historical closure, when every communication terminal in the Imperial Palace began shrieking in unison. The sound was unlike anything the Valdrosians had heard in living memory. A cascading harmonic that bypassed standard frequency filters. It wasn't just loud. It was present, as if the very air had decided to carry a message whether technology cooperated or not. Report! Thelmaya's secondary arms gripped her desk as technicians scrambled. Hi Archon, we're detecting a transmission. The communications officer stammered, his scales flickering with distress colors. Origin point Sol system, Terra. Impossible. Earth is a dead world. The signal is confirmed, Excellence. And it's addressing us. By name. The transmission crackled through the speakers, distorted by 3 centuries of stellar drift, but unmistakably human. The voice was feminine, calm, and carried the weight of someone who had waited a very long time to speak. Greetings, Valdrosian Empire. This is Dr. Sarah Chen, Chief of the Terra Continuity Project. If you're hearing this, you've just declared us extinct. Congratulations on the premature celebration. Thelmaya's blood ran cold. You glassed our world on March 15, 2287. You killed 8 billion people in an afternoon. You assumed that was enough. It wasn't. The transmission continued, and with it came data, streams of encoded information that Imperial AI struggled to decrypt. When they finally did, the tactical displays painted a picture that defied logic. 17 hidden colonies, not the primitive outposts the Empire had discovered and destroyed, but full-fledged civilization centers buried in asteroid fields, camouflaged in gas giant atmospheres, hidden in the photospheres of unstable stars, places no sane species would ever think to build. But humans, the Empire was learning, had never been sane. You hunted us for being too aggressive, too territorial, too unwilling to submit, Chen's recorded voice explained. You weren't wrong. We are those things. But you forgot what made us survive an ice age with pointed sticks and bad attitudes. We're also patient. We're adaptable. And we never ever forget. The data streams revealed more. Human technology had evolved in darkness, stripped of the conveniences of open research and galactic trade. They'd gone backwards in some ways. No more FTL communications, no quantum entanglement networks. But they'd gone forward in others. Ships that could run silent for decades on fusion whispers. Habitats that recycled everything down to the molecular level. Weapons designed not for glory or territory but for one purpose, making larger opponents regret their existence. For 300 years we've watched you, Chen continued. We've learned your patrol routes, your supply lines, the locations of your shipyards, your agricultural worlds, your precious core systems. We've learned your language, your culture, your psychology. We know how you think. Thelmaya activated the emergency council. Within moments, the Empire's military command materialized in holographic form around her desk. This is a bluff, General Korthax insisted. A delayed transmission from a dead civilization, meant to instill fear. You're wondering if this is a bluff, Chen's voice said, as if she'd been in the room 3 centuries ago predicting this exact conversation. Here's your answer. The Imperial monitoring station at Kepler 442 went dark. Then the mining operation at Tau Ceti. Then the military outpost at Proxima Centauri. Not destroyed, simply offline. Communications severed. Ships unable to jump out of the systems. We're not here for revenge, Chen said, though the lie was transparent even across the gulf of centuries. We're here to ensure you never forget what happens when you try to exterminate humanity. We're here to teach you a lesson your empire will carry for the rest of its existence. The transmission included coordinates, a meeting place, neutral space, send your diplomats, or send your fleet. Honestly, we've prepared for both. But know this, you declared us extinct because you couldn't imagine a species surviving what you did to us. That was your first mistake. Your second was giving us 300 years to get creative about payback. The transmission ended with a sound that would haunt Valdrosian military academies for generations, the sound of 17 different locations, powering up weapon systems simultaneously, not in threat, in demonstration. See you soon, High Archon. Humanity sends its regards. Thelmaya stared at the star maps displaying the human colonies. They formed a perfect perimeter around Valdrosian space, a noose 3 centuries in the tightening. The Empire had declared humans extinct. The humans had taken it personally. And now in the cold mathematics of stellar warfare, the Valdrosians faced a terrible truth. You can't negotiate with a species you've already tried to annihilate. You can only pray they're more merciful than you were. The historical archives updated again, the entry flickering uncertainly before settling on new text. Homo sapiens, status, unknown. Threat level, critical, recommended action. The cursor blinked, waiting for someone brave enough to finish the sentence.